Great morning, Black people. And Black educators, you have a responsibility to educate. Whoa, that's big time. That's big time. I am Aina-Nia, Ayodele Ifayemi Ajwa. Aina-Nia means she who has purpose. Ayodele is joy has come home. Ifayemi means Ifa befits her, and Ifa is the tradition that drives me, that guides me. And Ajwa, because I was born on a Monday. Any Ajwa in the room? Yeah, right? And so all those are initiated names because I made a conscious choice over 20 years ago to return to myself. And so I want to start us off this morning. Actually, can I bother you a little bit? I'm going to need it in front of me. So, because our ancestors give us tools, right? We don't know about them because the colonizers took care of that. But they gave us tools to use, tools to make sure that we are steady and balanced and given. So I want to start this morning with libation. And I feel like there's a practice in the West African tradition, specifically Yoruba, but all over West Africa, we call Majuba. And Majuba is calling on all the people that have come before us, but it also calls on all our teachers, and it calls on our parents, and it calls on people who are living. It calls on all the community that is bringing us together. Now, a Majuba could last a whole night, if you can think about it. Like when we really do a Majuba in the real way, it can last a whole night. So I won't do that, but I wanted to drop that in your consciousness as we look at pouring libation. So we're kind of going to bring the libation and the Majuba together. So I want you to think about the people who are no longer with us. You see, before there was this office and other offices like that in these institutions, before there were Black institutes and there were human rights offices, and I know because I see my friends in the room, Dr. ABC and Christopher Stewart and all of that. I don't want to call you all out, but I have to. Before there was all of that, there were those who paved the way for us. Before there was a confronting anti-Black racism unit, all of that. There were those. So I want you to think about the folks who came before us. And we're going to pour libation and call their energies in the room, the spirit of those people. I'm going to call them in the room. The bowl is big, and I have my favorite jug. And so you can call as many people as you want, right? But we're going to call them out because as African people, we are orderly people, but we're informal people, whatever formal means in this Western world, right? So we can all call them together. So let me do this first. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And the breath of thanksgiving is what this is, right? So take this deep breath in to give thanks for this occasion today. Nice inhale. And just one more for all the people in Congo and Sudan and all over Africa who do not have access to easy breath today. All our siblings. Deep breath in. Beloved ancestors, this is your daughter, Aina-Nia Ayodele Ajwa Ifayemi. I am here with your children, your descendants. And we're going to call your spirit into the room for the flourishing of Black people through today's events. I want to start by calling my father, Jomo Kenyatta Bartley, whose back I stand on. He was an activist, and I pour. Call their names. Yes, call their names. Carisha Sherilyn Smith, Veronica Claudette Moody, David Smith, Hilda Smith. Call their names. Call their names. Come on, call their names. They want to hear from you. Yes. Yes. Ancestors, we ask you to come and be with us today for your teachings, for your guidance. When we call the name of one of our ancestors, all of them come. All of them come. So we're good. We're good, and we are very good and very, very good. And we say, Ashe, 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 Ashe. Alafia, Alafia, Alafia. Alafia means it is good, it is good, it is good, and very, 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 very good. Very, very good. So you are mapping futures. Wow. Nurturing, growth, building legacy. That calls for envisioning the possibilities, setting directions. That's amazing. You're doing some amazing, amazing work. But to do this, I have evidence. I have evidence that the division that we have comes so much quicker when we remember who we are. When each and every one of us truly remember who we are and whose back we stand on and whose shadows we walk in. When we remember ourselves as African peoples first. So I want to share with you 7 core philosophies of this remembering. And then I'm going to do an offering to the ancestors as we go through today. Thank you so much. I walked into the room. I brought my fabrics. I brought my tools. I walked into the room. I'm like, oh my goodness, these people are learned. These people are learned. Oh my goodness, the room is full of us. This is beautiful. You remembered. Congratulations. You remembered. So there are 7, no matter where you are across the continent. And I've traveled a little bit, just a little bit. And through my studies and through my travels, I've identified seven philosophies of our people, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, right? Because we're intersectional. You know, we're not just one type of people. The first is to honor the ancestors, elders, spirit, and children. Any community that you are in, any institution you're in, any place that you're in, that do not honor the ancestors, spirits, that is the spirit that is within us, elders and children, I ask you to run. Not a good place to be, right? Secondly, we embrace community. Community is everything. It's about belonging. We're nesters. We embrace community. We don't dismiss community because they did something that we didn't like. All of a sudden, they're no longer. We cut them off. There is no cutting off. There is no cutting off among us. We don't get rid of people. We love them through it. We love them through it. We embrace the Ubuntu. It's a philosophy. It's not just a word. Ubuntu is a philosophy that our people walk with that drives us. The colonizers made sure that they took care of the third one. They did that really quick. We embrace rituals because rituals guarantee success. Rituals guarantee your success. So every time you're about to start something, do a ritual. And you might say, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Well, you know how to do it. Go into yourself. Go into yourself and say, ancestors, what must I do today? And sometimes all it is pouring some water, you know? So sometimes that's all it is. Pour some water and give some thanks. Rituals guarantee success. The fourth is that we take care of the natural elements. We're lovers. We understand that that tree that is swaying right now with the wind, we understand that the wind is speaking to us. We understand that the four-leggeds are speaking. We understand that the crawling creatures are speaking to us. We understand how to take time and listen to them. and speak to them. We understand that when we go and hug a tree, it's not just a fad. It's actually that we're embracing the tree to get sustenance. You understand? That is our people. We do not destroy natural elements because we know that they breathe as we breathe. They breathe as we breathe. Number 5, the ancestors taught us that joy is our birthright. Joy is our birthright. So no matter what is happening, find the joy. Money doesn't bring you joy. It helps though, but that's not the joy. Sex is good, but that's not the joy. Right? Find the joy because joy is our birthright. Number 6, we must align our beings. You see, our ancestors taught us that there is not just one body. There are several bodies. There is the mental body, the emotional body, the physical body, the spiritual body, and they must all be aligned. That's how Kemetic yoga was created. The ancestors said, if we are aligned, all will be well. And finally, number 7, traditional African wisdom teaches us that each of us is here for a specific purpose. You see, Dr. ABC purpose is not my purpose, right? Martin's purpose is not my purpose. We have specific purpose. And so our ancestors say we must know our purpose and stand in our purpose and live our purpose. That's why there's no need for competition, because collaboration is so much sweeter. So I want you to hold on to those 7 things as you go through this day, as you build, as you create, as you envision, and be bold and courageous. Yes? You got it? I'm sure there are more. So I want to give an offering. That is the other thing that the colonizers took away from us. They said it was demonizing. So, but no, that is not true. So here is what offering is about. I like to share this. I'm a teacher. So I like to share this because I don't want you to leave with some other idea. What an offering is to say, if you're giving me something, it's reciprocation. If you're giving me something, I must give you something, right? So if I go to the tree and I take a piece of branch, I must ask permission to take the piece of branch, no matter what we're using it for. But I must leave something to the tree, yeah? In indigenous practices here, they use tobacco. We use that too, but we use many other things. So today I'm going to this is an offering that we do often as a teaching offering, actually. And so we are offering to the ancestors today lemon. Why are we offering lemon? To remind us that in everything that we do, we have the taste of lemon. Lemon brings us 2 tastes. What are those? Sweet and sour. In everything we do in life, we will experience both. The key is to embrace both. Yeah? So we offer lemon to you, ancestors. And we offer salt. I love people who just give me everything I need. Thank you so much. We offer salt. And we offer salt to remind ourselves and for the ancestors to know that we remember that we are the salt of the earth. That we are the flavor. Black people is the flavor. Anybody who's doing without black people, that's stupid. Because we are the flavor. We are the flavor. Stop it. Right? I tell institutions and leaders that I work with, I say, that's poor business decision when you don't have brilliant black people. Oh, very bad business. And then the ancestors, I want to give them some pepper just so they remember. And we're using cayenne because it's really hot. So that today as you go through your work, that you will keep your passion alive. Because you see, pepper, and especially hot pepper, represents passion. Yeah? So, ancestors, we are good children. We're good descendants. And so we are keeping our passion alive. And then, of course, the Oshun, the sweetness of honey, so that everything that comes out of your mouth today be as sweet as honey to the ears of the listener. Because sometimes as Black people, yeah, I'm from the Caribbean, I'm from Jamaica, if you didn't realize before. Yeah, you too? Yeah. So as Jamaicans, we can say some things that sound so hard, eh? We do. But we put a little bit of sweetness on it to ensure that everything that we do, before I spoke with you this morning, I made sure I put a little bit of honey on my tongue so that everything I say to you will go to your ears with the intention that I have. Yeah? Because sometimes our intentions don't come out so well. So we give you honey, ancestors. And then, of course, the good old gin. The good old gin. We ain't going to drink it this morning because it's kind of early. Right? Alcohol is a key medicine for our people. But of course, when we got to the West, it became abusive. But we don't do without alcohol. And the reason is that alcohol never goes bad. So ancestors, today we remember that we ask that you will help us to never go bad. Never go bad. All of our visions, all of our initiatives, everything be like the alcohol that never goes bad. And finally, oh, you're so sweet. You brought me some water. I'm going to pour it in here just because it's cute to do. Water. Why water? You see, African people, we are metaphysicians, yeah? So water represents higher consciousness. And so what I pray for you today in this room is that you operate from your highest consciousness. Your highest consciousness, which means that low consciousness vibrations like shame and guilt and anger and all of that be put to the left. Be put to the left. And we operate today in all of our thoughts and everything that comes through our minds and our emotions from a higher place, highest consciousness. Ancestors, we pour and give you water. And we ask that all that we have offered today, be good and very good. We ask, ancestors, that you accept our offerings to you, knowing that you will be pouring so much in us today that it would only be right for us to pour as much back to you. And for this we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. It is so. Thank you. Beloved, stay connected with us by clicking the subscribe button and turning on your notifications.